Right now, the auto industry is on fire, especially the electric vehicle place. Hey, Tesla just added the S&P 500 last night. I'm determined to cover all ends of this business because I know you want it. So tonight I want to circle back to one that recently came public by merging with a SPAC, or Special Purpose Acquisition Company. I'm talking about Lordstown Motors, symbol RIDE, easy to remember for you home gamers, which combined with Diamond Peak Holdings on October 26. At the time, the stock was at $13. Since then, it has soared to nearly $25, including a monster 26% move yesterday. Nearly 10% gain today after the company provided a very bullish business update. They're working on a fully electric pickup truck, the Lordstown Endurance, which they plan to start delivering next September. So far, they've already got roughly 50,000 non-binding reservations from commercial pickup truck fleets. However, the electric truck space, it's getting a little more competitive by the day, so how much more upside could this thing have? Let's take a closer look with Steve Burns. He's the founder, chairman, and CEO of Lordstown Motors to get a better sense of where his company's headed. Mr. Burns, welcome to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, thanks for having me.
All right, so, Steve, first, just you got a great story here. The background, it's a great American story between what happened at Lordstown and what's happening now. So why don't you tell us?
Yeah, so for those that don't know us, we purchased a shuttered GM plant in Lordstown, Ohio, which is Northeast Ohio. It had been here for 53 years and shut down kind of abruptly. So a lot of pain in the area. So we were able to purchase from GM. And GM also invested in us and helped us start it and has opened up their parts bin. So they really have helped us get here quickly. So we're in a race to bring this back to life and, you know, come out with the first electric pickup truck in the United States.
All right, so give us the value proposition for the Endurance, because it isn't exactly like every other pickup we've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, we sell to commercial fleets. That's our first customer. And like you said, we've already got 50,000 pre-orders. And when you sell to fleets, we couldn't do what most EV companies are doing, where you come out with a luxury price point and move downstream. You know, a fleet guy would get fired for buying a luxury truck. So we had to come out on par with the gas trucks pricing. And to do that, we had to invent a new drivetrain. And that drivetrain had to be reasonably priced, but rough and tough enough. What people expect of a modern day pickup truck. I mean, they think it should be able to climb a wall and haul and tow. So we used hub motors, which are, if you think of a Lime or Bird scooter, right? Mm-hmm. There's no motor with a sprocket and a chain going to the back. The motor's in the wheel. And so we have very large versions of that. And as a result, we didn't just kind of make a pickup truck to compare to, let's say, a Ford 150. We really feel it's better on almost every metric.
And it seems as if some of these orders, the 50,000, are from Solid, a Duke Energy, a First Energy. These people are not going to be walking away. They are committed.
Right. Yeah. All of them. You know, when you order, I think our average order size is about 500 trucks at a time. And, you know, as most of them are signed by the CEOs of these large firms. And, you know, bringing in 500 electric vehicles into your fleet's not trivial. So you got to plan all the charging and everything. So it's very serious orders.
All right, so what is the relationship with General Motors? Because their investment was a little difficult for many of our viewers to understand, but it seems pretty solid.
Yeah. Well, the relationship started as just a quick asset sale. They were just going to sell us the factory. And it's slowly migrated into something much richer. But essentially, they came into the pipe with cash and with what's called in-kind, all the things they did for us to help us start it up. And so they're one of the pipe investors, along with, you know, long-term institutionals like Fidelity, BlackRock, but they, of course, bring more than money. They bring a great relationship.
All right, so I want to go back to that price point. A price of $52,500. To me, it seems pretty aggressive. I mean, this is a brand new truck, and it looks really cool, and I know that it has got a lot of excitement to it, but how do you keep that price down?
Well, these hub motors are a big part, and, you know, like any battery electric vehicle, and especially a truck that has a large battery. This battery is bigger than the biggest Tesla battery. You've got to control your battery pack. So I think everybody's familiar with the Tesla Gigafactory. We are building that ourselves here. We buy the cells like Tesla does, and we control the pack. So you got to control that cost and that quality. And then the hub motors there's only 4 moving parts in this drivetrain, as opposed to thousands that are in a conventional 4-wheel drive vehicle. So the simplicity cuts cost, cuts the labor involved in making these vehicles. So it's how we were able to do it.
All right, so let's say I buy one of these. I'm a small business person. What do I do about charging, and what do I do if there's a problem with my engine?
Good. Two things. First of all, you'll probably buy it for $45,000 instead of the $52,000 because we get a $7,500 instant tax rebate. If you're a small landscaper with 3 trucks, you will buy 3, chargers from us or Home Depot or all the places you can buy a level 2 charger. You can certainly fast charge it at any DC charger out there, like Electrify America, that's using the VW Dieselgate dollars to propagate these chargers all around. If you're a large fleet and you've got a big depot, it's probably a little more involved. But charging hasn't been a deterrent at all. Everybody kind of accepts that as we'll be able to get them charged.
All right, so we've got Ford coming in. Obviously, we've got Tesla coming in. I've got a Rivian truck in front of me that looks pretty darn good. I mean, we got room for everybody?
Well, first of all, I think everybody in America knows number 1, number 2, and number 3 best-selling vehicles in America are pickup trucks. So lots of room. We've picked a lane, so nobody else, although that seems pretty crowded what you're discussing there, nobody else has this lane where we're building a truck for fleets, a full size, like the Rivian that you mentioned is not a full size truck. The Tesla truck, reinventing it into the Cybertruck, we feel that's not really a work truck per se. The 3 incumbents, of course, will come out with electric trucks, but they're a little bit conflicted because they can't cannibalize their gasoline trucks, so they're going to be a little slower to market. And I don't think anybody's at our price point, right? So we really maniacally have kept the price low.
Right, well, we want to keep following Lordstown. You're an amazing story. I like the Volt Valley. I like everything about it because it's about making things here that are better than anybody else. Steve Burns, Chairman CEO of Lordstown Motors. Great to meet you, sir.
Thanks, Jim. You too.
Mad Money's back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.